Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Coffee Diaries series, the interactive series where we talk about all things blogging and photography. And I'm your host, Onyi Moss. Don't forget guys, this is also a podcast, so you can find us on iTunes, Stitcher and SoundCloud, Coffee Diaries. You can also follow us on Twitter, tweet us your questions at My Coffee Diaries, and we'll get it answered in upcoming episodes. As you all know, you can also leave your questions in the comment box below and they'll get answered in upcoming episodes. That is what makes the series very interactive. So I've got my brew in hand, a cup of tea as usual. And today we only have one question to tackle, but I think it's a very good question. So someone left a comment saying, I have a question. If you follow other bloggers you like, say for example, travel and fashion, is it okay to use your photos on your blog or Instagram, even if you credit the person you got it from? I know someone who posts pictures of things they like, but they get the images from bloggers on Google and different sources. I think that's a very good question. A lot of bloggers that I know, including myself, spend an ample amount of time creating content. I mean, it's not as easy as a lot of people think. Sometimes they say, bloggers live the fabulous lifestyle and all they have to do is just take pictures. Well, I know a lot of planning and thought goes into creating content for myself, and I can speak for other bloggers that I am really close to and know for a fact that they do put in a lot of time in creating quality content for a lot of brands that they work with and for themselves as well. So using someone else's images on your blog is fine as long as you credit them. It's not completely frowned upon. Some people might not like it. Some people would prefer that you do not use their images. Some people might have a copyright disclaimer saying, contact me before using my images, and some people are happy for you to credit them. I'm happy for people to use my images and credit me. Sometimes using another blogger's images could be beneficial in the sense that the person using the blogger's images could expose the blogger to their audience and in turn, direct that traffic to the blogger's page, and which could convert into followers for the bloggers. So I would say using another blogger's content is not really frowned upon. Just make sure that you know that they're okay with it. I have a lot of people who message me and say, is it okay if I use your pictures? And I say to them, it's fine as long as you give me credit. I don't mind that. But some people require that you ask their permission before you use their images. I would say if you're looking to make money from the industry, then you might be limited in the sense that if you keep using other people's pictures, you might be making money from ads that run on your website, but you can't really create a sponsored post per se using another blogger's images. That is where it gets a bit tricky. Say for example now, if a brand approaches me and says, let's use Topshop for example, and they say, I want you to create fashion content regarding the summer spring collection in Topshop, and rather than me taking the pictures wearing Topshop outfits, I then go to a whole lot of bloggers who have featured the Topshop summer spring collection, and I go and take all their pictures and I put it together in a blog post and then I get paid for it. I would say that would be frowned upon because you haven't really put in the time and effort to create that content. So you might be limited in a sense as to how you can generate an income. So you might not be getting sponsored posts per se if you're using content from another blogger, which kind of limits the way you make money from your blog. I've seen a lot of people whose blogs are solely based on using images from other websites, which is fine. So they generate their income from ad revenues, and also they have products that they sell on their website. I'd say it's okay to use images created by other people to create content only if you've asked their permission first of all before going ahead to do it. That is the way I see it. I think it's just polite and just proper etiquette for you to reach out to the person who's put in all this much effort to create this content, and you just reach out to them and say, is it okay if I use your images. Some people might have a disclaimer on their website and say, yeah, it's fine for you to use my images as long as you credit back to me. One thing you also want to be careful about if you're not asking for people's permission is that people can then turn around and report you to Google or Instagram, and your page could be taken down for copyright infringement. So I would say definitely seek permission before using other people's content, especially if you're generating an income from doing so. Which leads me to topics that I'm going to be discussing in upcoming episodes, because I've realized that not many questions are coming in. So I am going to have to talk about more blogging and photography related topics. And the next one that I'm going to tackle next week would be how to make money from blogging. I've already mentioned one advertising today, and also again a sponsored post from brands, but there are so many ways you can start making money. Next week I'm going to be talking about how you can start making money on Instagram with as little as 1,000 followers. You can start making at least £40 today. But stay tuned, guys, because next week is going to be all about the money. Show me the money. Thanks for sticking around, guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to leave your questions in the comment box down below. I will see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.